All right. And just so you know, guys, what I am going to be doing, because I have a feeling that I know what's happening. Okay, with this here, uh, we're not talking about anything inappropriate here or anything that would get us shut or whacked by YouTube. So I'm thinking that it might be trollish individuals doing this. Okay, attacking the IP address, bombarding the IP address. What I am definitely going to be doing soon is getting a VPN. So it'll scramble the IP address, and then I don't have to worry about that anymore. And so nobody can lock in on the IP address. So I'm definitely going to be doing that very, very soon. I'm going to be looking into that because this is absolutely ridiculous that we're in the middle of having a good stream and this nonsense happens. So I'm just it's very, very tiring and it's very old and it's unnecessary as far as I'm concerned. It makes me sick. So, but once again, if we have any interruptions with the stream, that I will get right back on. So please, look for that. Again, you may or may not get notification because they'll get the games YouTube plays that way as well. So just be aware of that. But I would be right back on again. I mean, if it's 18 minutes after 9, probably not. I'm not going to come back on because not for a couple of minutes. But Joe Biden formed a Senate panel to look into packing the Supreme Court. Oh, of course they are. Total and complete control to get exactly what they want. Yes, I saw that as well. I absolutely saw that as well. Yeah, I said I'd be 90 years old and shot by a jealous husband in the first dream and then kaput. It wasn't that, no, but that was earlier. I had said that before that happened. So, Eric Johnson, I'm in Eastern Tennessee. Move here. We have plenty of room for the chickens. So I got to tell you this. So I had a buddy of mine ask me today. He goes, "Well, what are you going to do with the animals?" I said, "Dude, we're going to be like the freaking Clampets going to California. I mean, I'm gonna have the truck loaded up, and I'm gonna have the chickens in crates on top, and down the road we go." I wouldn't do it quite like that, but I definitely, the animals are going. There's no doubt. The chickens are going. Everybody would go. Now, there's another thing that I would do ahead of time before the move. I would definitely have a new chicken coop already built, in place, ready to rock and roll. So, I mean, that would absolutely be done. So, like I said, there would be steps that would have to be taken. One of the things, obviously, that we would need if we were living in Tennessee, let's say we do move to Eastern Tennessee, I got to make sure I have enough solar power to get, enough juice to run an air conditioner, and so that would be a big part of it. So thanks to YouTube, I missed a good 5 minutes. Yeah, it's just like I said, just little games that they like to play, and unfortunately, we have to deal with that. So, but yeah, I just like I said, I am ready. I'm going to tell you the situation back when I was in the service. I was stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Absolutely loved North Carolina. I said I want to move back down here. So at 27, I was doing some crazy stuff, and I decided to pull my head out of my behind. And I knew I needed to get out of New York to do that. That was for me personally. It was my own choice, my own decision. I knew a buddy of mine that lived in North Carolina. He lived in the Chapel Hill area, and I called him up and I said, "Hey, dude, I'm planning on moving down to North Carolina. Can I stay with you for a couple weeks till I get myself set up?" And he's like, "Absolutely." So I set a date. I'll never forget this. I set a date. I said, 6 weeks from today, I'm out of here. And everybody was like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yep." I threw one hellacious going away party. It was one for the ages. It was all out, um, absolute craziness, a lot of fun. Uh, in the morning, when everybody was gone, I packed up my car. What other stuff that I had left over, I flushed down the toilet, got rid of it, and I went south. And I moved to Chapel Hill. Now, once again, drugs are everywhere. But when I went down there, I had no reputation like I had here in New York. Nobody knew who I was. They didn't know me. I got offered a party constantly. Hey, you want to get high, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, no, man, don't do it. And they go, okay, cool. And so that would be it. Okay. I couldn't have done that here because everybody who knew me knew I partied. Okay. So I had to do a change of circumstances. Again, that was for my own self. So I went down south. And so what ended up happening was I was down there for a year. Absolutely loved it. Had a great time. Enjoyed the weather. Was, I mean, swimming in an outdoor pool in April was pretty cool. Okay, because you don't do that in New York. There was a situation that happened in New York, and there was an attempted murder on my mother. Okay, and I have always been the one. And like I said, I don't want you to think I'm not a tough guy. I don't think I'm a badass. I'm just going to use it that because there's no other way to say it. Okay. I don't think that I'm that, but I have always been the one. I take care of things. And I've always been willing to do whatever is necessary to take care of things. And so when this situation happened, the person that did this was in jail. And there was talk about finishing the job, that my mom was going to disappear. She was going to have an accident, all this type of stuff. So I came back home and I had planned on being here 6 months max. I had one conversation with one person and I squashed the whole thing. And I'm not going to get into the details of that conversation, but they knew I wasn't playing. And I basically, what I stated was that if something happened to my mother, these were going to be the ramifications of that action. And so obviously, as you see, mom is still here. She is still with us and she's doing well. Okay. My number one priority was to protect my mother, period. Okay. End of story. Okay. I had the opportunity at that point in time to go back to nursing school. So I went back to nursing school. I ended up meeting my first wife. We got married. And the rest is history. And then here I am still in New York all these years later, almost 30 years later, and I'm still in New York. And, I don't want to be here. So, why would someone do that to your mom? Eric Johnson asked. Long story. I'm like I said, I'm not really going to get into it, but, I just, it was a very bad situation. And I understood what was going on in the mental state of the individual and everything like that. It was a very, very tough time for everybody. But, like I said, my number one priority was keeping my mom safe. And so, like I said, and that's what I did, and so that's where we're at. But so that's kind of the only otherwise, I probably would have never come back. I would have stayed down south because I really did like it down there. And, and the people, like I said, it's like night and day, like night and day. Like I said, I worked in a psychiatric hospital in Butner, North Carolina, and somebody told me that it's actually closed now. Because I know that, like I said, a lot of these psychiatric hospitals, they closed them all down, released everybody out into society, and good luck. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, but you can tell me when you move here. Yeah, yeah, we'll sit down. Maybe we'll have a beer and we'll talk about that story. Absolutely. But anyway, like I said, I'm ready, and so like I said, I'll most likely keep this property for a while. And like I said, I love this property. I really, really do. But like I said, I have had it up to here with, the winters. Like right now, we had an early spring. We were able to get out here in March and get things going. And now we're into April. And, we've been able to do a lot of work, which has been great, before all the bugs and all that type of stuff. But, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. We're just going to keep doing it. So, but, it's, I'm kind of excited to try a new thing and to go someplace new. It's just, there's nothing holding me back here, really. There really isn't. Like I said, with Heather being in school, she's like, I see Heather every other week right now. So, I'll go down, I'll drive down to Rochester. We get together, spend a couple hours together. She's busy. She's living her life. And so, I can't be mad about that. I can't be like, oh, well, you need to spend more time at home. You need to come home more. She's doing her thing. And I get it because I've been there. We all been there. I mean, how many 19-year-olds want to hang out with mom and dad? Realistically, I mean, but like I said, with going on a trip and stuff like that, she's definitely down for that. So, Ed, sitting on a 160-acre property, taxes are 850 a year. Wow. West Virginia hills have eyes. Well, that is, yeah, and there is another reason. There is another reason. Yes, she's still with her boyfriend. Dina Walters is at, still have her boyfriend. Yep, they're still together. They're still living together, and they're doing fine. And again, I really like her boyfriend. So he's a nice kid. Moved from Iowa to Eastern Tennessee in '05. Never regretted it. Eric Johnson said that. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, I'm looking at taxes are a big part of it. New York taxes absolutely suck. They're like ridiculous up here. Absolutely ridiculous. So, that's one of the, factors for me to get out of here is that. So, but again, if this is not going to be an overnight jump, I'm going to buy the property first. I'm going to find it. First, I got to find a property. I got to find something that I like, where I want to be. It's got to meet all the criteria that I have for it. And so, that's number one. And then once I find it, I can still have this property. I can go down there. I mean, instead of sitting there in the wintertime watching me, freezing my butt off up here and doing YouTube videos about me freezing, you can see me working on a new homestead and developing that and doing that type of thing. And I think that would be very, very cool. Yeah, no state income tax in Tennessee. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of benefits for getting out of here. A lot of benefits for getting out of here. And again, if I can find the right property, again, at the right price, then I'm going to pull that trigger and I'm going to do it. I'm absolutely going to do it. I'm going to find something somewhere that's going to fit my needs, and that I know. It's weird. It's like, you know what I mean? And here's the weird thing. Okay. I know when I go on this trip, and so I'm probably going to be doing it in the beginning of May. All right. I'm going to let Heather get done with school so she can go on the ride with me and stuff like that. And that'll be fun. Then again, you got somebody to BS with you and just, enjoy the trip and that type of thing as well. But, Ace Maduro says, if Heather doesn't want to hang out with you anymore, I'm still up for adoption. Potty trained. Well, that's good. Yeah, you'd have to be potty trained. If I'm adopting anybody, they got to be potty trained. Oh, okay. So I got to tell you guys a story. All right. You're going to love this one. You're going to love this story because I was like way, way uncomfortable with this. So when I first met Amy, okay, Josh was 5 years old. All right. And so, Josh knew how to go to the bathroom, but he didn't wipe at that point. So he always would call Mom, come in and wipe me, right? So this particular day, Amy had to run to the store or something. I mean, she was out of the house. So Josh and I were the only ones there. And so Josh goes into the bathroom and he calls, Ed, come in and wipe me. And I'm like, oh no, this isn't good. This isn't good. He's going to go home and he's going to say, yeah, Ed wipe me. And I'm thinking all the nightmare scenarios. Okay. So I went in and I took care of business. And when his mom got home, I said, get him to wipe. I don't want to be in that situation again. I did not want to be in that situation again. Asif says, if you move down here, you can open your windows without hearing Cuomo's voice. Yeah, that would be really, really nice. That would absolutely be very, very nice. Yeah, I'm tired of that one as well. So, but yeah, like I said, I thank you very much again, Asif, for the donation as well. I do appreciate that. There's a lot of there's a lot of reasons to leave. There's some reasons to say the reasons to leave are actually very much outweighing the reasons to stay. And that's a big factor in it. Again, I'm not getting any younger, and you think, and what I'm thinking about, I'm still, it was funny. I said to my buddy Steve, I said, I want to make the move while I'm still young enough to do it. He goes, dude, you're old now. And I'm like, well, I said youngish, but when I'm 75, 80 years old, I don't think I'm going to want to haul in wood all winter long, trying to keep a fire going, and so that's obviously part of it as well. So, yeah, the Adirondacks are awesome. Adirondacks are beautiful. 80K man saying, love my Adirondacks, but I would like to leave too. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have had enough, and with the taxes going up all the time here in New York, and they're trying to squeeze you for absolutely every nickel that they possibly can. It gets very, very old, and it gets very, very tiring, and people just say, that's it, I'm done with it. Kate says, Tanya, text Ed. I will give him my phone number and you can call me. Yeah, just whoever, like I said, if you guys know realtors down in that area, I'm willing to talk to whoever, and we'll see what we can find out. So actually, let's do this here now, because it's already almost 9 o'clock already. Time goes by fast. So first of all, we're at 7:43 in the chat. Let's look for jumping up those thumbs up. We're at 249 on the thumbs up. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to please do so to show support for the channel. And thank you very much for that as well. I do appreciate that. Again, it really does help with the algorithms as well. So the more interaction that we have, the better it is for the channel. It pushes us up higher in the rankings with YouTube. And I thank you for that way as well. And I do appreciate that. Last but not least, I like to see a lot of thumbs up. That's another reason why I like to see it, because it's just a game and it's fun. So thank you for doing that as well. Also, again, if you're not subscribed, I would ask you to subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get all notifications as well. And thank you for doing that. Okay, so egg count. Let's do it. I know everybody's already throwing up their guesses, which is pretty funny. So I'll give you guys a minute to get your guesses. All right. If you had the same exact guess as Leap of Faith with 8 eggs, that's what we ended up having today. We had rain this morning here at the homestead. It's been kind of overcast and cloudy all day. I think that was a factor why we didn't get as many eggs today. But, and yes, Thick Neck did lay an egg today. So she did her job. So, but no, it's, they're nice and steady. So, I mean, it's when I get those days where I had that one day this year, I pulled 13. I was like, wow, that was crazy. Baker's dozen. But again, you just never know. Right now we have 15 laying hens. So, we get whatever we get. Like I said, I don't care. I give them a broken. There was one. I actually brought 7 in the house, and there was one that I know that it was eaten. So that's why it was 8 eggs, because I know they got one of them. So I got to set up something to catch who's doing that, and put them in the stew pot. So, because yeah, that's not a good thing. You don't want them eating the eggs. But anyway, but no, it was a good day. Good day here today. Just I have a tendency, like I said, I have to overthink everything, but I'm being really smart with this one. Let's see. Ed, 246 vaccinated Michigan residents diagnosed with COVID-19. 3 died. State Health Department confirms. Wow. Well, it doesn't surprise me. I'm not. That's all I'll say on that. It doesn't surprise me. I'm not. That's one thing I'm going to stay away from, because that's what got me my strike before, and I don't even want to get on that ball field and play that game anymore. I like doing YouTube, and I want to stay doing YouTube. So that is one topic that I'm going to avoid. But you guys know my feelings on that, and you all have to make your own individual choices. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But will the chickens be able to adjust to the move, Ed? Yes, Mimi. They may not lay for a couple days, and then they'll settle into their new environment, and they'll absolutely be fine. So, that's how that will go. But let's see. The Rhode Island Reds are doing great. Kathleen Martinez asked how the Rhode Island Reds are doing. What I'll do is maybe I'll throw them on a video tomorrow, and I'll show you them. They're doing really, really well. They're doing, they're getting bigger. What I have to wait until the other chicks are big enough to put in with the flock, and then the 5 Rhode Island Reds will go in where the other chicks are right now, because they still need to get bigger, and I don't want them. Would you do different things for the building sizes? Sean asked that. You know what? I believe so. Yes. I really have to think about what I want to do, what my footprint's going to be down there. A couple of the very first priorities, honestly, with getting down there would be, setting up solar. Even if I don't even have a problem with getting like a small camper and starting out with a small camper up in there and just having that someplace to crash and doing it that way to start out with, and then set my solar up, get the solar set up so I got enough power to be able to run whatever I need to run, and then start building a home. And I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure how I how it'll go about, and I'm actually what I was thinking. I'll be honest with you. I know that tornadoes happen down in Tennessee and stuff like that, and so I was actually thinking of building something completely out of concrete. So the outside may be concrete, and if I do concrete, it's going to be thick, and it's going to be overbuilt. I'll be honest with you about that too. I would absolutely do that. So, would you increase or decrease the coops? Mimi, I would make the coops bigger so that I could house more chickens, to be honest with you. I would make the other side where I do the storage a little bit bigger as well so that I had more room to work on that side. So you will get lucky with the land that will and the well and all good luck. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm sure that it'll work out. um, it's weird. I know, it's like there have been times in my life where things didn't look great, but I always have a positive attitude, or I try to. I mean, I will take a day here and there. I'll be honest with you. When I've had bad times and things that were bad, I'll take a day here and there, and I'll feel sorry for myself, get lit up, get drunk, or whatever the case may be, and just have a nice pity party for myself. And then I get up the next day and I go, okay, now it's time to not many tornadoes in West Virginia. There you go. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, but I definitely, the next day I get up and I go, okay, let's get to it. And it always works out. Everything always does work out. If you keep positive and stay in that, mindset, things do work out. So that's kind of where I'm at, you know. And like I said, we'll cross all those bridges when we get there. But I'm thinking if I build a concrete structure, real solid, very defendable. Again, I'm always thinking along that line, and but that's where I'm at with that, and so 6.24 acres in the mountains, 25K, Telco Plains in Tennessee. Angie Barrett just said. All right, so yeah, like I said, I have to see what's available, where I want to be. Like I said, what's on the property. Is there, like somebody was like, look for caves. I think that would be a very cool thing to be able to, have a cave that you could work on. So, but again, it's just I'm ready for a new adventure. I'm ready to get out of New York. I don't want to ever be here in the winter. So, if this works out and I buy this property, when you see November roll around, you may see me rolling out of New York and heading for a new adventure. Me, the cats, and the dogs. I'd probably leave the chickens with Mom and Beck until I got something, built down there. But, yeah, only land near water. I definitely want to have a water source. Absolutely. Look at used motorhome setup with solar. I'm refitting a 1991 32-foot Cobra for a bug out property. You know what? Like I said, for me, a camper would be a temporary thing. That just like when we moved here, the camper we used in the beginning, I'm glad we had it. So we were able to move there, to start with in the camper. But, as we move forward, then obviously we got the house and we worked on that and stuff like that. So Eastern Tennessee is closer to the Blue Ridge Mountains, less tornadoes. Okay. All right. Well, that's what we want. We want less tornadoes. Judy Jackson said, we will miss you here, but best of luck on the new venture. Like I said, I'll share everything, guys. Wherever I'm going to be, I'm going to show what we're doing, what we're, what my thought process is behind it. So I had somebody said to me that I should write a book, about what works and what doesn't work and all those type of things. I will tell you this, with getting down, in that area and getting a solar system set up, I'm going to do it the right way the first time. That's a number one thing. I will not screw around with that at all. I will get the better batteries. I will build a battery room, and all those type of things. And I will try to keep the battery room shaded if I can. So that's going to be a tight fit in a trailer with 7 cats and 3 dogs. Well, yeah. So, like I said, that's why I'll have to get to work on stuff right away. So, right away. But again, like I said, I'm just going to have to see what happens and kind of go from there. What I could do if I had to, I might just take the dogs at the first, and have mom stay in the house here and have Becky over there. And then mom could take care of the cats, So I don't know. Waylon said, just emailed you the info. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But yeah, I think it'll be exciting. So, so mom and Beck got their stimulus checks already. I still haven't gotten mine. When it comes, it comes. I'm not going to sweat it. But yeah, that's all part of it too. So that could go for the new homestead, right? So, but anyway, so I want to do real quick. I want to talk about a couple different channels out here. We have Bizzer is a Jizza. Obviously, you guys know him. Again, he's a good channel. Definitely want to support him. And so let's talk, go over there, show him some love. He's got a very cool EMP series that he's doing right now. Also, my buddy Icky Can up in up in Canada. Great channel up there as well, doing a lot of stuff up there. He'll be building again this year, so definitely go show him some support as well. Also, we have, oh my God. So we have, like my mind is going absolutely blank. Green Greg, definitely a new one that I haven't talked about before, but he's down there in the South as well. Southern Prepper 1, he's down in the South, definitely another good channel there. We have Marfugal News out on the West Coast. Enjoy his stuff as well, so definitely show him some support. We have Magic Prepper out in North Dakota, so there's another one that you definitely should be following. It's got some good information there. Alaskan Prepper, Angry Prepper, my boy down in New York City. He needs to get out of New York City. I know that, yep. But he's got a great channel. Love his attitude. He don't take no crap from nobody, and I think that's awesome. Also, there's so many channels out there, guys. I could go on and on and on. Sean James again up in, My Self-Reliance up in Canada. Very, very cool. Boss of the Swamp, I like his channel as well. So, yeah, Icky cooks on a flat rock. Yep, he sure does. So think about that. Somebody that cooks their meals out on a flat rock outside. That's pretty wild. So he is definitely in a Pinball is another good channel. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm going to have to reach out to Pinball because I know he's down in Tennessee as well. So I will definitely do that as well. But yeah, like I said, guys, there's so many channels out there. I encourage you to go out, see who's out there. Doug and Stacy's another channel, and a lot of good information. And I think Gray Man Prepping wants to get you on his channel. I have no problem with that. Have him shoot me an email, and I would have no problem being on his channel. Firefly Farm just said that. So yeah, just have him reach out to me. I got no problem with that at all. So, but yeah, I'm kind of excited. Like I said, I love an adventure. I love something new. I'm not afraid of change. And, there's nobody in my life right now. So making a move is not a big deal. Who knows? Maybe I move down to Tennessee and I meet a good old mountain woman, right? You never know. So, but, like I said, I'm ready for something different. I'm ready for better weather. I'm so tired of the winters here. Literally every year, it just gets harder and harder to be here in the winter. Like I said, this time of year is fantastic. Absolutely wonderful this time of year. And, so this has been a wonderful learning experience here. I have zero regrets of ever making this move. And it's funny, too, because what I had said to Heather when she went off to college, now she's in her second year of college. I said, yeah, you're going to go off to college. I'm going to get the place all squared away and it'll be perfect, now that you're gone. And realistically, it's, you figure we're running 24 hours a day now on power. We never did that before. So, that is why I absolutely would make sure that I did my solar right the first time and get that squared away. And again, even if it means that I build a rack and I start out with just a couple of panels, I don't care. I don't care. I'll do it however I have to do it. So, Ed, my motto is I'm allergic to winter. The Truth Warrior just said that. I don't blame you. Like I said, the older I get, the less I like it. I want to be someplace where, obviously, you guys know I ride. So I want to be someplace where I can ride more. And that's not up here. That is never going to be up here. So, and, it puts me more centralized where I can, be able to travel more freely and visit with people. And like I said, my ultimate goal, again, always is going to be in a position to help other people. That's my ultimate goal. And that's where I plan on getting, once I get to a certain point and I'm making a certain amount of money that I can be able to do that. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So Angry Prepper said it's getting bad in the city now. Well, I'll tell you what we just had happen up in Greece, New York. Now, if you guys remember, I used to live in Greece, New York. Now, Greece, New York is a big town. It's a really big town. A lot of people in Greece, New York. A buddy of mine I just went and visited a couple days ago when I was up there with Heather. We'd stopped and I saw a friend of mine. He had an accident, broke his neck. Working on recovering from that. And it's been a long road for him. And he's doing way better than I ever said he would, which is great. But he's got a good mindset with it, real good mindset. But anyway, so he, right down the road from where he lives in an apartment complex, there was a shooting. And a young man, 21 years old, got shot right in the center of the forehead. So, I don't know if he made it or not. I don't think he did. But, these are the type of things that are happening in areas that they didn't happen before. Things are getting worse. People when they get desperate, they do crazy things. And to me, being where I am right now, I never regret that. It is awesome being away from that insanity that is constantly going on, that constant stress. That's just, I don't want to deal with that. And so, being where I am, it just gives me such an advantage from that type of stuff. But making a move to a better climate so that I have a longer growing season. I will absolutely do another greenhouse. I will absolutely do another geodesic dome greenhouse as well. I would probably build it myself, to be honest with you. So that would be the game plan with that. And, like I said, all of it's just going to take time. It's going to, we're still going to do things here, obviously. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do here. The addition is going to get put on hold for right now. Again, it probably was going to happen anyway, just because of the cost of lumber. Things have gone absolutely crazy with the cost of lumber. So, that was going to be something that was going to wait for a while anyway. But, life is an adventure. And as long as you can get on down and do the new adventure, I think that's a cool thing. And so that's what we're going to try to do. So, but, yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So let's do this real quick here. Ed, check out the Blue Ridge Parkway. I plan, like I said, when I go down, let me just tell you this. When I do decide, like I said, probably beginning of May, when Heather's done with school, she's going to go with me. I'm not on a timeline. I'm not locked in that, I've got 5 days and then I got to be back. I can be gone as long as I decide to be gone. And so that's the kind of the beauty of it. I'll still do YouTube videos. I'll show you different places and those type of things. And, we'll go from there. But, I'll still do my live streams wherever, we're staying for the night at whatever hotel or whatnot. I'll still do the live streams and stuff like that too. But it's going to be a fun adventure, I think. And we're going to just we're going to take our time. We're going to look around. I'm not going to go to the first spot and go, yep, this is it. Okay. I don't want to do that. I want to find the right place, get to a point where I got like 2 or 3 options, and then make a decision from there. So that's kind of the fun of it too. So, like I said, it's getting the property first. So, but yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. And so, anyway, let's do this. We are Legion because we are many. We are all over the country. We're all over the world. We're a huge family. We're a huge network of people. Where is everybody from tonight? So I'll give you guys a minute to. You will know when you find it, Ed. Yep, Jen Boyles just said that. Absolutely. We got Hudson, Florida, northeastern Pennsylvania, Ontario, Canada, Missouri, foothills of the Adirondacks, Claremont, Florida, Pendleton, South Carolina, Beech Grove, Indiana, central Pennsylvania, Florence, Pennsylvania, eastern Ohio. We have Bonnie, Scotland, Grand Island, Nebraska, Cape Cod, Austin, Texas, Ulster Park, New York, the Adirondacks, BC, Canada, Michigan and the Upper Peninsula, Melbourne, Australia. We have Arizona, Albion, Nebraska, Australia, Nevada, Dublin, Ohio, Eastern Tennessee, upstate South Carolina. We have Ocala, Florida, Missouri and the Ozarks, South Dakota, Melbourne, Australia, Alaska, Arizona. Let's see. Northern New Jersey, Southern Oregon, Northeast Texas, Ozarks in the Arkansas, Central Texas. We have Middletown, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, New Mexico, Ohio, Northern Illinois, Ocala, Florida, Northeast Wisconsin, Worcester, Massachusetts. Let's see. Zephyrus Hills, Florida, Mesa, Arizona, West Virginia, Seattle, Tulsa, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Western New York, Minnesota, Central North Carolina. Let's see. We have Georgia, Central Florida, West Virginia, Gatlin, Pennsylvania. We have Utah, Lake Roanoke. I'm probably said that wrong, and I apologize, Rob Schultz, but said it the best I can. Southern Oregon, Lakeland, Florida, North Florida. So, yeah, again, guys, all over the country, all over the world, huge family. We are. We really, truly are. And we're the ones that are awake. And that makes a big, big difference. Again, and I've said this so many times, 95% of the people in this country are not prepared for a 2-week disaster. And if you put that into perspective, that's kind of scary. Really, really scary. So, when you think about that and how ill-prepared people truly are, in the event of a major catastrophe or a major disaster or whatever the case may be, we're going to be in big, big trouble in this country. It's just you got to think about that. So being awake and paying attention and know what's going on and being as prepared as you possibly can be, everything that you do is going to give you an advantage. And that's what you got to think about as well. Always looking for the advantage. And that's what we need to do. Oh, Angry Prepper's live now. Well, tell him, Jennifer, I said hello. If you're over there, if you go over and see him. Because we're going to jump off of here in a minute anyway. Well, I got 5 minutes, but you know what I mean. But anyway, I really truly believe we need to work together. But I also think it's really important to continue to prep, continue to get ready, do what you need to do. We never know what's going to happen. Hey, Homestead, homeboy, North Carolina. Most people have no clue, brother. You're absolutely right. And when that time comes, those of us that do have a clue and those of us that have been laughed at, told that we were crazy, boy, we're going to look pretty smart then. And it's really not a time. And there are certain people, and I will be honest with you, there are certain people I would love to be able to say, I told you so. But the reality is we really need to try to help people if we can. Don't ever short your own families. Don't short the people in your groups. So that's something that you need to think about as well. Okay. But at the same time, just continue to get ready, do the best you can. Think of your family first. And then if you can prepare for other people, then you do what you can, try to, do the best that you possibly can. Okay. I just think that that's really, really important. And that's where I'm coming from. That's what I do. So let's see, what are we at? We're at 451 on the thumbs up. We're down to 515 in the chat. Again, let's see if we can get that closer to 500 on the thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do that to show support for the channel. So thank you ahead of time for doing that. I do appreciate it. Again, it really does help with the algorithm. So the more interaction that we have, the better it is for the channel. So thank you for that reason as well. The third reason, I do like to see a lot of thumbs up, not going to lie, being honest. So it's just a fun thing. So I want to see if we can hit 500 here before we sign off. And we're up to 467 now. So let's see if we can get that up there. I want to thank my moderators who are absolutely fantastic. Keeping the chat clean. You guys are the best. I do appreciate you. It's really, really awesome that you do what you guys do. So thank you for everything that you do with that. It really makes a big difference. Also, I thank you all for being here in the stream every night that we do it. I think that's awesome. We have a lot of fun and it's really, really enjoyable. And so thank you for being here and the support for the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. It really does. I do this because I want to help people. I want to show people that this is a possible lifestyle to live and that anybody can do it. And trust me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay. And learn as much as you possibly can. The more skills you have, the better position you're going to be in a post-event as well. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That was really, really important. I think a lot of people do lose sight of that. Again, when SHTF happens, nobody's going to care about your political views. Nobody's going to care what color you are. Nobody's going to care what religion you are. If you can help somebody else out and you can give them a meal or show them a way to give them a chance to survive, they're going to be grateful. Okay. That's what we need to think about. We're one race called the human race. And that's so important. And I think some people really do lose sight of that. They really do. We get caught up in so much nonsense and so much stupidity, and the media perpetuates that constantly. They fan those flames of hatred, and it's sad. It really, really is. You have to feel sorry for people that get caught up in that, but it happens all the time. Okay. Also, remember, guys, to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really, really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Again, life is so precious, and it's a gift. Every day that you got above ground, and if you have good health and you're able to do the different things, even if you don't have great health, but if you're able to get out there and function and do things, that's a blessing. It's an absolute blessing. Okay. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. And once again, when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I will have STD tattooed on my body. So that'll be a fun one. I'll do that live. So when the guy's doing it or the girl, whoever I have do it, I will show that live. Okay. So that should be fun as well. So anyway, again, STD, step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that is going to stop you from reaching any of your goals that you have, I don't say dreams or wishes, because you can wish in one hand and crap in the other. We'll see which one fills up first. You set goals and you make them happen. That's what it's all about. Set those goals and make them happen. And the only one stopping you is you. You know what I mean? So that's important. That's really important. So stay focused, stay away from negativity, stay away from the negative people that want to bring you down. There's a lot of very unhappy people in the world that are unhappy that you're happy. So think about that. Okay. Don't get caught up in that. So we got 4 more to go, guys. We're 496. So we need 4 more thumbs up here. Now we're down to 3 away. So we got to hit 500 before I jump off. Again, thank you everybody for being here. It's been fun. I am looking forward to a new adventure and checking things out and see where we're going to be at and all that type of stuff. There we go. We're up to 502 now. Awesome. All right. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.